So today's meditation session, I'm going to take up 3 verses of Bhagavad Gita. In the next 2 or 3 sessions also, I will continue this meditation because they are very, very powerful. They are very, they talk about the essence of the entire Gita itself, and very important for us to understand the meanings of this. We'll meditate on these verses. 3 verses are there. In Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Lord Krishna gives the highest truth of Brahma Vidya. And these are the 2-3 verses which helps us to understand the Atma principle in us. Arjuna was full of grief in the first chapter. Lord Krishna understood that he is having an emotional wreck. He's completely drowned in emotions. How does one come out of these emotions? And the answer is given in these verses. Many a times you will find people are drowned in their emotions. What is the best way I can help them? Ask them to come and study the Bhagavad Gita. And these verses, they give us the flavor of Atma, the flavor of Brahma Vidya, which you can never get anywhere else in any of the other texts. Because this Bhagavad Gita deals with subjective science. In the battlefield, or even in our own life, many people are old. These verses will help them. Contemplating on these verses will help a person to walk through the old age without fear, without anxiety. These are the verses which are extremely powerful to destroy the grief in us. What is the first verse? This is the 12th verse of the second chapter of the Gita. Natve vaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatha param. In the past, you were there. In the present, you are there. In the future, you will be there. That is your reality. Don't be in grief over death because you are afraid that you will not be. What is the teaching here? You are Atma, which is eternal. Next verse. Najayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nitya shashvatoyam puranah na hanyate hanyamane sharire. That Atma is never born. It will never die. It is eternal. It is changeless. It is the most ancient in this creation. This Atma is not killed. There is no death for Atma, and you are the Atma. That is the essence of this verse. Such a beautiful verse. We have to contemplate on these verses. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grinhati naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. Just as a man casts off his old clothes, he will cast off his old body and take over new bodies till he realizes that he is the Atma. So, three verses, very beautiful verses in your own contemplation. Take each of these verses, let it go deep into your subconscious mind, these verses. You will realize that you are a new person. You are, this, see, when you contemplate, this is called as mananam. So first thing you should understand is what? I am the jiva. I have got four components. Three components are matter principle. One component is the spiritual principle. This is the basic essence of Tattvabodha. Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram. Sthula Shariram is the gross body I drop during death. Sukshma Shariram, I carry on with it after every birth, every death. The Sukshma Shariram continues for millions of births and deaths. In creation, there is a situation when the entire creation goes into unmanifest condition. That is called as Pralaya Avastha. During that Pralaya Avastha, the Sukshma Shariram gets eliminated. All your vasanas and all your passions, all the tendencies, they get eliminated. That is Sukshma Shariram. Sukshma Shariram continues for several births. Third Shariram, Karana Shariram. Punya Papam, merits and demerits in my account. The individuality in me, that will not die. It will never get eliminated. It will continue in the next Srishti. So three Sharirams I have understood, they are all matter. What is the spiritual essence in the creation? Which is Adhishthanam, which is the substratum on which all these three Sharirams will come and go. Knowing this substratum, which is the Atma principle, I can remain free here and now. I don't have to bother about any of the Sharirams. I learn to get my Jivan Mukti status here and now. This is what I want to meditate on. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Inhale deeply and exhale very slowly. I learn to watch my breath. This is the first exercise in meditation. Prana Dikshanam. When I do this in the first 2 minutes, my mind calms down. During Vedantic meditation, I remember the essence of the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. I have three layers, outer layers of my personality. The gross body, the subtle body, which consists of 17 components. Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Pranas, Manaha, Buddhi, which is the Antakaranam. In English, the 5 organs of knowledge, the 5 organs of action, the 5 physiological functions controlled by the breathing process. This constitutes the 15 components. And then the mind and intellect. The mind is the emotional content. The intellect is the decisive factor. These are invisible components in this body. There is a third component, the causal body. The cause for the Sukshma Shariram and Sthula Shariram. It consists of the merit and demerits. Positive samskaras, impressions in my mind. Negative samskaras, negative impressions in my mind. They're called as punyam and papam. They're only tendencies, very deep inside me. I can never know these tendencies. They are adrishtam. cannot be known by the mind or the sense organs. Bhagavad Gita teaches me I am none of these three bodies. Just like I take a new shirt and wear it, the jiva takes a new body and goes through the experiences in life. This cycle is an eternal cycle. It's a phenomena, a cyclic phenomena. Srishti after Srishti. Untouched, untainted by the matter principle is Atma. Changeless. It remains the spirit, the Sakshi, behind all actions. In my presence as the Sakshi, the world manifests and unmanifests. In Vedantic meditation, I see this larger picture of the entire cosmos. Rising and falling. The three states, waking, dream, and sleep, they all come and go in consciousness. During all transactions, I will never forget this fact that I am Atma. I am the knowing principle. I am the experiencer. The world, which includes my body, mind, is the field, kshetra, I repeat, I am the experiencer, Atma, not the experienced body and mind. Repeat this 3 times in your own mind. I am the experiencer, Atma, not the experienced body or the mind. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachade Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. At least 1 or 2 times during the day, repeat, I am the Atma, I am not the experienced body or the mind. Again, become aware of the breathing in this body and gently open your eyes.